Youth Action Theatre presents Julius Caesar, written by William Shakespeare, adapted and directed by Tom Wright and Joe Evans. Act 4.
These many then shall die, their names are pricked.
Your brother too must die. Consent you, Lepidus?
I do consent.
Prick him down, Antony.
Upon condition Publius shall not live. Who was your sister's son, Mark Antony?
He shall not live. Look, with a spot I damn him. But, Lepidus, go you to Caesar's house, fetch the will hither, and we shall determine how to cut off some charge in legacies.
What, shall I find you here?
Or here, or at the Capitol.
There is a slight, unmeritable man, meet to be sent on errands. Is it fit the threefold world divided, he should stand one of the three to share it?
So you thought him, and took his voice who should be pricked to die, in our black sentence and prescription.
Octavius, I have seen more days than you, and though we lay these honours on this man, to ease ourselves of divers slanderous loads, he shall but bear them, as the ass bears gold, and graze in commons.
You may do your will, but he's a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my horse, Octavius, and for that I do appoint him store of provender. Listen, great things. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make head. Therefore let our alliance be combined, our best friends made, our means stretched, and let us presently go sit in council. How covert matters must be best disclosed, and open perils surest answered.
Let us do so, for we are at the stake, and bade about of many enemies, and some that smile have in their hearts, I fear, millions of mischiefs.
Stand ho!
Give the word ho and stand.
What now, Lucilius? Is Cassius near?
She is at hand, and Pindarus has come to do you salutation from her mistress.
She greets me well. Your mistress Pindarus, in her own change or by ill officers, hath given me some worthy cause to wish things done, undone, but if she be at hand, I shall be satisfied.
I do not doubt, but that my noble mistress will appear, such as she is, full of regard and honour.
She is not doubted. A word, Lucilius? How she received you, let me be resolved.
With courtesy and with respect enough, but not with such familiar instances, nor with such free and friendly conference as she have used of old.
Thou hast described a hot friend cooling, ever note, Lucilius. When love begins to sicken and decay, it useth an enforced ceremony. There are no tricks in plain and simple faith, but hollow men, like horses hot at hand, make gallant show and promise of their mettle. But when they should endure the bloody spur, they fall their crests, and like deceitful jades sink in the trail. Comes her army on?
They mean this night as Sardis to be quartered. The greater part, the horse in general, are come with Cassius.
Hark! She is right. March gently on to meet her.
Stand ho!
Stand her! Speak the word along.
Stand! Stand!
Stand.
Brutus, this sober form of yours hides wrongs, and when you do them...
Cassius, be constant. Speak your grief softly, I do know you well. Before the eyes of both of our armies here, which should perceive nothing but love from us. Let us not wrangle. Bid them move away. Then in my tent, Cassius, enlarge your griefs, and I will give you audience.
Pindarus, bid our commanders lead their charges off a little from this ground.
Lucilius, do you the like, and let no man come to our tent till we have done our conference. Let Lucius and Titinius guard our door.
That you have wronged me doth appear in this. You have condemned and noted Lucilius Pella for taking bribes here of the Sardinians, wherein my letters praying on his side because I knew the man were slighted off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
In such a time as this, it is not meet that every nice offence should bear his comment.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm to sell and mark your offices for gold to underservers.
An itching palm! You know that you are Brutus that speak this, or by the gods this speech were else your last.
The name of Cassius honours this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement!
Remember March, the Ides of March, remember? Did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What shall one of us that struck the foremost man of all this world, but for the supporting robbers shall we know contaminate our fingers with base bribes, and sell the mighty space of our large honours? For so much trash as they may be grasped thus? I had rather be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bay me not. I'll not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier. I, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
Go to. You are not, Cassius.
I am.
I say you are not.
Urge me no more. I shall forget myself. Have mind upon your health. Tempt me no further.
Away, slight child.
Is't possible? Oh, ye gods, must I endure all this?
All this? Aye. More fret to your proud heart break. Go show your slaves how chloric you are, and make your bondom tremble. By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your spleen. Though it do split you from this day forth, I'll use mine for my mirth. Yea, for my laughter, when you are waspish.
Is it come to this?
You say you are a better soldier. Let it appear so. Make your vaunting true, and it shall please me well. For mine own part, I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
You wrong me every way. You wrong me, Brutus. I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, he durst not thus have moved me.
Peace, peace! You durst not so have tempted him.
Do not presume too much upon my love. I may do that I shall be sorry for.
You have done that you should be sorry for. There is no terror, Cassius, in your threats, for I am armed so strong in honesty that they pass by me as an idle wind, which I respect not. I did send to you for certain sums of gold, which you denied me, for I can raise no money by vile means. By heaven, I'd rather coin my heart and drop my blood for drachmas than to the wiring from the hard hands of peasants their vile trash. By any indirection I send to you for the gold to pay my legions, which you denied me. Was that done like, Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so? When Marcus Brutus grows so covetous to lock such rascal counters from his friends? Be ready, gods. With all your thunderbolts, dash him to pieces.
I denied you not.
You did?
I did not. He was but a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus hath rived my heart. A friend should bear his friend's infirmities, but Brutus makes mine greater than they are.
Had you not? Till you practice them on me.
You love me not.
I do not like your faults.
A friendly eye could never see such faults.
A flatterer's would not, but they do appear as huge as high Olympus.
Come, Antony and young Octavius, come, revenge yourselves alone on Cassius, for Cassius is aweary of the world, hated by one she loves, braved by her brother. If that thou be'st a Roman, raise thy blade. I, that denied thee gold, will give my heart. Strike as thou did at Caesar, for I know. When thou did hate him worst, thou loved him better than thou ever loved Cassius.
Sheathe your dagger. Be angry when you will, it shall have scope. Do what you will, dishonour shall be humour, O Cassius. You are yoked with a lamb that carries anger as flint bears fire, who much in force shows a hasty spark, and straight is cold again.
Hath Cassius lived to be but mirth and laughter to her Brutus when grief and blood ill-tempered vexeth him?
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
Do you confess so much? Give me your hand.
And my heart too.
Let me go in to see
the generals there is some grudge between them. 'Tis not meet they be alone.
You shall not come to them.
Nothing but death shall stay me.
How now? What's the matter?
For shame, you generals, what do you mean for love and be friends as family should be? For I have seen more years, I'm sure, than ye.
How vilely doth this cynic rhyme?
Get you hence. Sirrah, saucy wordsmith, hence.
Bear with her, Brutus, 'tis her fashion.
I'll know her humour when she knows her time. What should the wars do with these jigging fools? Companion, hence!
Away, away, be gone!
Lucilius and Titinius, bid the commanders prepare to lodge their companies tonight.
And come yourselves and bring Messala with you immediately to us.
Lucius, a bowl of wine.
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Oh, Cassius, I am sick of many griefs.
Of your philosophy you make no use if you give place to accidental evils.
No man bears sorrow better. Portia is dead.
Portia,
She is dead.
how escaped I killing when I crossed you so?
Impatient of my absence and grief that young Octavius with Mark Antony have made themselves so strong for with her death, her tidings came with this she fell distract and her attendants absent, swallowed fire.
Oh, ye immortal gods!
Speak no more of her. Give me a glass of wine. In this I bury all unkindness, Cassius.
My heart is thirsty for that noble pledge.
Come in, Titinius. Welcome, good Messala. Now sit we close about this taper here and call in question our necessities.
Portia, art thou gone?
No more, I pray you. Messala, I have here received letters that young Octavius and Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power, bending their expedition toward Philippi.
Myself have letters of the self-same tenor.
With what addition?
That by prescription and bills of outlawry, Octavius, Antony, and Lepidus have put to death 100 senators.
Therein our letters do not well agree. Mine speak of 70 senators that died by the prescriptions. Cicero being one.
Cicero one?
Cicero is dead, and by that order of prescription. Had you your letters from your wife, my lord?
No, Messala.
That, methinks, is strange.
Why ask you? Hear you aught of her and yours?
No, my lord.
Now, as you are Roman, tell me true.
Then like a Roman bear the truth I tell. For certain she is dead, and by strange manner.
Why, farewell, Portia. We must die. Messala, with meditating that she must die once, I have the patience to endure it now.
Even so, great men, great losses should endure.
I have as much of this in art as you, but yet my nature could not bear it so.
Well, to our work alive, what do you think of marching to Philippi presently?
I do not think it good.
Your reason?
This it is. 'Tis better that the enemy seek us. So shall he waste his means, weary his soldiers, doing himself offence, whilst we, lying still, are full of rest, defence, and nimbleness.
Good reasons must of force give place to better. The people twixt Philippi and this ground do stand but in forced affection. For they have grudged us contribution, the enemy marching along by them. By them shall make a fuller number up, come on refreshed, new added and encouraged. From which advantage shall we cut him off? If at Philippi we do face him there, these people at our back.
Hear me, good brother.
Under your pardon, you must note beside that we have tried the utmost of our friends. Our legions are brimful, our cause is ripe. The enemy increaseth every day, we at the height and ready to decline. There is a tide in the affairs of men, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. Omitted, all the voyage of their life is bound into shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea as we are now afloat, and we must take the current where it serves, or lose our ventures.
Then, with your will, go on. We'll along ourselves and meet them at Philippi.
The deeper the night has crept upon our talk, and nature must obey necessity, which we will negard with a little rest.
Early tomorrow will we rise, and hence.
Lucius! My gown! Farewell, good Messala. Good night, Titinius. Noble Cassius. Good night, and good repose.
Oh, my dear brother, this was an ill beginning of the night. Never come such division 'tween our souls. Let it not, Brutus.
Everything is well.
Good night, my lord.
Good night, good sister.
Good night, Lord Brutus.
Good night, Lord Brutus.
Give me the gown. Where is thy instrument?
Here in the tent.
What? Thou speakest so drowsily? Poor knave, I blame thee not, thou art overwatched. Call Claudius and some of my other men. I'll have them sleep on cushions in my tent.
Varro and Claudius.
Cause, my lord.
I pray you, sirs, lie in my tent and sleep. It may be I shall raise you by and by on business to my brother Cassius.
So please you, we will stand and watch your pleasure.
I will not have it so. Lie down, good sirs. It may be I shall otherwise bethink me. Look, Lucius, here's the book I sought for so. I put it in the pocket of my gown.
I was sure your lordship did not give it me.
Bear with me, good boy. I am much forgetful. Canst thou hold up thy heavy eyes a while, and touch thy instrument a strain or two?
Aye, my lord, an't please you.
It does, my boy. I trouble thee too much, but thou art willing.
It is my duty, sir.
I shall not urge the duty past thy might. I know young bloods look for a time of rest.
I have slept, my lord, already.
It is well done, and thou shalt sleep again. I will not hold thee long. If I do live, I will be good to thee. Oh, murderous slumber! Layest thou thy leaden mace upon my boy that plays thee music? Gentle knave, good night. I will not do thee so much wrong to wake thee. Let me see. Is it not the leaf turned down where I left reading? Ah, here it is, I think. How ill this taper burns. Huh? Who comes here?
Thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Why comest thou?
To tell thee, thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Well then, I shall see thee again?
Aye, at Philippi.
Why, I will see thee at Philippi then. Now I have taken heart, thou vanished ill spirit. I would have hold more talk with thee. Boy! Lucius! Varro! Claudius! Sirs, awake! Lucius!
My lord.
Didst thou dream, Lucius? Didst thou see anything?
Nothing, my lord.
Sleep again, Lucius. Sir Claudius. Fellow, thou awake?
My lord?
My lord?
Why did you cry out, sirs? In your sleep?
Did we, my lord?
Aye. Saw you anything?
No, my lord, I saw nothing.
Nor I, my lord.
Go and commend me to my sister Cassius. Bid her set on her powers betimes before, and we will follow.
Shall be done, my lord.
We hope you've enjoyed Act 4 of Julius Caesar, with Abby Llewellyn as Pindarus, Alfie Kennedy as Varro, Daniel Lee as Messala, Daniel Siner as Lucius, Emmy Coates as Cassius, Charlie Cuthbert as the poet, Glenn Russell as Octavius, Jay Goher as Mark Antony, James Maslin Bosher as Lucilius, Ollie Barton as Brutus, Oliver Hickey as Julius Caesar, Matilda Brunger as Titinius, Tom Richards as Claudius, Will Lister as Lepidus, and Joe Evans, Tom Wright and Jack Tidball as the Liberator Army. This production was adapted and directed by Tom Wright and Joe Evans, edited by Jack Tidball with the assistance of Megan Baxter. Special thanks to Richter Kirkov and the rest of the Youth Action Theatre Committee for their help and support. Youth Action Theatre is a charitable organisation offering free theatre experience for young people. We are funded entirely by ticket sales and by the generosity of our supporters. If you're able to help us at this difficult time, we'd be very grateful if you'd visit our donation page, which is linked in the description below, and consider making a contribution. On behalf of the cast and crew who made all this possible, thank you.